Good afternoon. Now in electrochemistry, we have discussed about the primary cell, galvanic cell. We discuss electrodes, combination of electrodes, that is the cell. One of the example of the galvanic cell, Daniel cell, in which the two electrodes are connected through short bridge. As soon as we connect electrodes, we get electrical energy because of the conversion of the chemical energy into electrical energy. This is the device from which we can get chemical energy into electrical energy. Already I have told you that minus delta G is equal to M. This is the electrical energy. Now, today we shall discuss about the so this is the very lead storage cell or acid battery is very common nowadays. We use a motor battery, small or big battery. Big battery means this type of the battery consists of 6 small battery. Each battery has 2 volts. So here the French physicist Gaston Pleyel invented this type of the battery for the first time in 1846 near about. And he used it for getting constant voltage, constant electrical supply. We use such type of the battery in motor, truck, bike, not bike, in inverters, etc. And everyone is very much familiar with this type of the battery. This battery is also called as the lead acid accumulator. Lead acid accumulator. Lead acid accumulator. But commonly we said acid battery. So now, how this battery can be prepared? There are 2 electrodes. One is the lead, spongy lead here, and there is another electrode of lead oxide. So this is anode and this is the cathode. Similarly, in a second small set, we have lead and lead oxide. This is the lead and lead oxide. Lead, lead oxide, lead, lead in this way. Chemical reaction take place. Chemical energy change into electrical energy. This is the fundamental. But characteristics of this battery is we can recharge it. Galvanic cell like Daniel cell we can't recharge. If we draw electrical energy from the galvanic cell, finally it will discharge. But this type of the battery can be recharged. So this type of battery is a galvanic cell as well as electrolytic cell, both behavior. When we supply electrical energy from outside after discharge of the battery, again battery becomes charged, means reverse chemical reaction takes place. So in this discharge and charge, we can find such type of the chemical reaction involved. Here the sulfuric acid behaves as an electrolyte. Sulfuric acid electrolyte. Electrolyte. Sulfuric acid. The concentration of sulfuric acid is nearly 38%. When there is a fresh battery prepared by inserting electrodes like lead and lead oxide, concentration of the sulfuric acid is 38%. So we can get the total voltage of this battery is 2 into 6 equal to 12 volt. So E ampere is equal to 12 volt. See, voltage of the battery is 12. When we draw electrical energy, means when we draw current from the battery, it discharges and voltage also fall down. And we can measure the concentration of the sulfuric acid. When you draw current from the battery, concentration of the sulfuric acid decreases. Why concentration of the sulfuric acid decreases? Because of the formation of the water. Just see, water is formed. So dilution of the sulfuric acid means it becomes more and more diluted. So in this way, this is the function of the battery. Now come to the discharge. When you draw current from the battery, following reaction takes place. That is the discharge. How discharge takes place means what is the chemistry of the discharge of the battery. Just see lead. Lead is anode. Everybody knows that oxidation takes place at anode. So lead, sulfate ion provided by the sulfuric acid. So lead and sulfate ion react together. Lead sulfate, which is solid, this lead sulfate, and two electrons are released. Flow of the electron is the electrical current. So electron will flow from outside. This lead sulfate deposit over the electrode. It is very surprising that lead sulfate is formed at anode as well as lead sulfate is formed at cathode. So deposition of the lead sulfate at anode and cathode takes place. And this lead sulfate is insulator. So when the electrodes are completely covered by the lead sulfate solid, lead sulfate is solid, insoluble, so you will get a hard coat over the electrode and current flow सीधे करंट बहना बंद हो जाए and that is the discharge. One should always avoid deep discharge of the battery. If regularly you draw the current without charging, so what will happen? The battery will be destroyed. So further charging will not be taken. So one should keep in mind that battery should not be completely discharged. Now second chemical reaction involved, that is the lead oxide. Here cathode, it is filled by the lead oxide. Hydrogen and sulfate ion provided by the electrolyte sulfuric acid. Electron coming from the anode will change the lead oxide into lead sulfate and the reaction is like this. Water is formed. So continuous formation of the water dilute the sulfuric acid and the chemical reaction finally ceases. So concentration of sulfuric acid is also very important, and this concentration can be measured by some instrument, hygrometer. In this way you can get the density of the sulfuric acid. If the density decreases, you should understand that battery is discharging. So these are the chemical reactions involved in discharging of the battery. Now second thing is the charging of the battery. Charging of the battery. So how you charge? Everybody knows that if you supply electrical energy from the outside, so what will happen? What chemical reactions are involved during the charging of the battery? So just see here, what are the chemical reactions involved? Just see charging of battery. Charging of the battery. During the discharge, you have observed that lead sulfate is formed, which deposit over the anode and cathode. Means plate. Not in very technical language, we can say there are two plates. One is the positive plate and one is the negative plate. All plates are combined together, giving the 12-volt battery. So when the battery is discharged, lead sulfate is formed, as you have seen in the chemical reaction. So when you put electrical energy from outside, reverse reaction will take place. Reverse reaction. So what is reverse reaction? Lead sulfate will change into lead, as well as lead sulfate will change into lead oxide. So just see here, during the charging, lead sulfate form in the discharging of the battery plus electron, you will get lead solid plus sulfate ion. Lead solid and sulfate ion. So sulfate ion goes into the solution. Lead sulfate also deposit on the cathode, means negative terminal. Just see, this is the negative terminal. This is the cathode. Lead sulfate also deposit here. So this lead sulfate will also change into lead oxide. So how it takes place? Lead sulfate at cathode, it reacts with the 2H2O already formed during the discharge of the battery. You will get lead oxide plus 4 hydrogen ion plus sulfate ion like this. Sulfate ion. In this way, just see, in the discharge of the battery, you always have lead as a electrode here, anode you say, and sulfate ion due to sulfuric acid. And when this reaction, chemical reaction takes place, you get electron and electrical energy. But as soon as the whole lead is converted into lead sulfate after discharge of the battery, so this lead sulfate is again converted into lead solid. How? By supplying electrical energy from the outside. This is the electrical energy put into reverse reaction. You can say reverse reaction. So you will get lead. So again this electrode becomes of the lead. Lead sulfate is changed into lead oxide. This. In this way, whole battery will be charged. So this is all about the functioning of the lead. This way, you can understand about the lead acid battery.